Y'all already know what it is. The Regal Eagle back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl, LIX champs. Yes, don't you forget it, people. Don't you forget it. Sal meets what's goody, and again, what's goody.
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing out there in the cyber world?
Hey, if you're out there, you got them bonnets on, take them off, okay? Should have been off at the first thing in the morning. Probably got that grease from the sausages this morning. Go
Hey,
ahead,
they
take
got
it off. It's all
that.
sticking on.
Hey, they getting that grease in their eyes like your boy said.
Javante.
Oh yeah,
Devontae said.
yeah. We go wipe the coal out your eye. See who's on the Regal Eagle and why. That's right. So what's going on, people, man? You already know it's me, man. Duke, man, saying Sir Dukey Duke. Man, we here, man. We're gonna got some things to talk about today. Talk about the combine. Okay.
Talk about
Combine is over. Draft stock done went up, or draft stock done went down.
Oh yeah.
Today, this Sal show, we're gonna let Sal take this one away. So Sal, run it.
Let's run it, baby. Let's go talk about this. Let's hit this first question up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it. Do y'all think the players who skipped the combine hurt their NFL draft stat? What you think? Meech?
No. They don't hurt their draft stock because if they're skipping it, they're at that level already that they've shown their dominance in their field, and they don't need to do it. It ain't the first time, quarterbacks don't throw, stuff like that. You got a whole season worth of tape to evaluate that person. So, you can only, in certain positions, and like quarterbacks and stuff like that, you have a bad day. You can only hurt yourself by throwing. That's why a lot of them don't throw. So I don't think that they do, you know what I mean? Unless you really got something to prove, or you like right on it, you're teetering on that edge, you know what I mean? You don't know if you're gonna go third or second or something like that, and you're trying to get to the first or second, whatever it is, and then you got a little something extra to show, like the DBs or the linemen or something like that. But other than that, nah, you can't hurt it.
What you think, Duke?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it like this. Like the only if if you're a first round draft pick, your agent knows, everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? If you're a first round, especially like for instance, if you're a Shador, you're going. Why am I gonna go out there and throw balls knowing I'm gonna get picked up anyway? You know what I'm saying? The only time, like Meach says, the only time that really even matters is if you want to be a second round draft pick instead of a third, or unless you know that there's a possibility that you may fall super deep into the draft trade stock in the rounds or whatever, and you're just trying to up your side. But for those who know they're going, it ain't gonna hurt them at all. But again, it's just the ones who ain't too sure where they fall at and want to make a name for themselves, because when it's all said and done, you're doing everything you're doing and moving and cutting angles against stationary objects. None of that stuff matters when you start going up against a grown man on the other side of that ball. Yeah. Now, it's different if you go up here and you start putting some real life action on the other side and see how you tackle that. But outside of that, nah, I mean, if you're going, you're going. If you're not, you're not. At that point, you're just trying to move on up in the ranks. That's all you're trying to do. But no, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt for those who know they're going. It may hurt for those who ain't 100% sure. But
y'all both. I agree with both of y'all. Plus, combine is just, if you already know you're going, why even do it? Because then you can risk the possibility of getting hurt. You know what I mean? Just doing something, then it's going to really mess you up.
Speaking of that, didn't a couple years ago, when I say a couple, I'm talking about more than probably 5. Didn't somebody go on the combine and hurt themselves during the combine? Somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody was in the combine and they actually tore something in the combine, and it dropped the draft stock way, way low. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone. Hey, if those out there in the chat, if you're in the chat, man, hey, look that up for us and let us know. Who injured themselves in the combine years ago and dropped their draft stock? It was somebody.
We had somebody. I think somebody, Abdul Carter, in this last combine, he almost he avoided surgery on his foot. He did something with his foot, and he avoided surgery on this. This passing this right now, Abdul Carter.
That's right. He sure did.
From Penn State. Yep.
That's crazy.
Russell,
Yeah.
and he almost broke his foot, but I guess he avoided it. But that's what I'm saying is if you already know you're going, if you already know you got good stock and somebody's gonna pick you up, why even go to the combine or participate in the combine and risk ending your career even before
Yeah.
you
No,
start?
I'm not gonna say don't go.
I'm not gonna say
I
yeah. I'm
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
go
say
that
don't
far.
go.
I would definitely show up and show a
No,
face,
you
like
definitely
Travis
show up.
Hunter. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna show a face, but I ain't gonna participate in nothing.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a lot
Dion
more
said.
that goes on at the
What number you
combine
pick?
versus that
What number
just
y'all
what they
picking?
show. You know what I mean? You're not just jumping, verticals and hitting the bags and stuff like that. There's a lot of interviews with the coaches, and because all the teams are there, so and the coaches are there. So it's a lot of that behind the scenes stuff that goes on at the combine. People just think they outrunning the 40. That's just not true. That's just a small portion that we see.
Yeah, they want to know how you answer media questions. They're gonna put you through scenarios on a whiteboard and say, what would you do? How would what's the play call? Would you make the All Board or not? Especially for quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the running back room, but I do know that wide receivers and the running backs, they want to know how you are mentally. And do you get frustrated if you don't get the ball? Things like
Yeah.
that. I want to say they showed that on the Giants Hard Knocks when they had your man, the wide receiver. They showed him like,
Who,
I just
neighbors?
want to win. I don't get frustrated. Yeah. Neighbors is in
Neighbors.
there. They're talking to him about yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's not like a show and tell, see your talent. They put you through all kind of scenarios, answering questions, media. They do all that just to see how you're gonna react if you're gonna get frustrated and blow up on them or something like that. So they put you through all that. That's what they want. They want an all around player. They want somebody who can work the locker room, work the media, and work on the field. They don't want nobody who's gonna, they don't want nobody who's gonna blow up on the media and then bring eyes on the organization. They don't want
They
that.
don't want to do no Michael Singletary. They don't want to do that. How are you? Playoff. Playoff. You big when you laugh and you start coughing.
Yeah, that's what you need.
You need to hit that gym, boy, when you start laughing, you start coughing all the time.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
So, keeping on with that combine question about the participation in the combine, why do y'all think that some players forego the combine and rather do a private workout for the media, whatever the case may be?
Well, I think that private workouts sometimes work in people's favor because when if you do private workouts, you most likely you fly people out that you're used to throwing the ball to. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a quarterback and I've thrown on all in the offseason, I've thrown the ball to these 4 wide receivers because we're trying to get work in this whole time, then guess what? I'm gonna host my own. Why? Because I know their tendencies and I know their routes. And that's what I'm gonna get throughout the season. I'm gonna start knowing my receivers' routes and I'm gonna know their tendencies, how they come off on breaks. So I can show them the true timing rather than a timing against someone that I've never thrown the ball to before ever. You know what I'm saying? And throughout time, that's to include the running backs, but throughout time, you're going to get to know those players. So this is the product of what you're going to get. It may not be year 1 and may possibly year 2, but that first year is going to be challenges for not only the quarterback but everybody. With the exception of Jaden Daniels. I mean, this man was cooking, but for the most part, generational talents come through. But for the most part, you got people that are coming through and they're throwing the ball to people who they've been throwing the ball to for quite some time. So those private workouts to me, are curved towards that, so that you can see my true arm instead of an arm that I'm throwing to absolutely someone that I'd never know thrown the ball to before.
Yeah, and then that possibly that person can run the wrong route. He can run the wrong route and then mess
you
you
got
all
to
up.
look
You know what I'm
crazy.
What you think about that, Meach?
Yeah, same shit, man. They at the combine, you notice all the position players, they run the same drills. So you host the private workouts to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to showcase whatever other talent. Like if you're not good at this necessary route, you can host a private. They do the private ones to, hey, I have this wide range of throwing abilities or this running ability and stuff like that. And you're getting out there and you're gonna have your people you feel more comfortable with. Like Duke said, man, you'll have your people and you can just showcase more talent at the private ones that, because the combine is only a couple days, hundreds of players there, man. So they're short on time. You can't really showcase your talent. So that's why I say you just go back to the tape And shit, if you ain't got enough tape on me after all season playing against all these
Yeah.
teams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And live action.
Yeah.
This is, not just throwing play. Yeah, hey, fuck it. But I'm not there. But that's what they're there for.
Hey, shit,
Yeah,
I can throw a 10-yard out and make it look crisp.
Yeah.
I can do that. And I got small hands. But guess what? I'm number 1 on the draft stock, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Sign me now. I'll sign to a cool 100,000.
And people just don't forget that private workouts ain't just for college. NFL players do it too. Your boy, when your boy Cap was trying to come back in the league, he posted a private workout himself.
Yeah, and then when Cap, but see the thing with Cap though, they wanted their receivers. He was like, no, I want my own. I don't blame him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't blame him. Yeah, no, y'all ain't gonna throw some third string receivers out here so when they ain't catching the ball, man, made me look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get poke high receivers. And I'm going up against Al Bundy. Nah, you better put me some real receivers out there.
Oh man, that's wild. Yeah, so we want to hear from the fans. We want to hear from y'all. What y'all think about these questions we asking about on this combine situation? Go ahead and get on here.
I know. Hey, we already know Jet got something to say. We already know. We already know Jet got some words for everybody. We already know. But yeah, man.
So then we got So how important do you feel the combine is when predicting the NFL success? Do you think that do you think that if you're successful in the combine, then it's going to play off into your NFL career or vice versa? Meech,
I'm gonna answer this one. Not necessarily, man. I mean, like I said, you in a controlled environment. You don't have nobody in your face. You don't have you don't have somebody trying to sack you. You're not running for your life. You don't have a bad handoff between the center. You know what I mean? You under center. You don't have a bad handoff. You don't have the weather and this blowing in your face, the sunlight, like the Cowboy Stadium, the rain, the wind. You don't have none of those factors. It's a neutral environment. So do I feel it'll predict it? For the simple fact of there's certain things that can show quarterback arm strength. You know what I mean? If they throw in 670 or something like that, but that doesn't necessarily predict to NFL success. Because your boy, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, man. I think he played at LSU, went to the Raiders, man. Jamarcus Russell, he can sit here and throw the ball from California to Florida. On his knees. That boy had an arm like you wouldn't believe. And he was doing that in the combine, and everybody rushing out and grabbing him up. Listed as one of the biggest busts of all time. So like I said, it doesn't necessarily correlate because you're just showing, in a neutral environment of what you can do. So nah.
You think, Duke?
Yeah, I'm with Beach. Like, look, Daniel Jones did good in the combine. Yeah. Where he at? That motherfucker done bounced from 3 teams. He's trash. You know what I'm saying? But what my suggestion to the NFL, and I know we small time, soon to be big time. You know what I'm saying? Slow motion better than no motion. You know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done, what they need to do is put them quarterbacks in a big ass simulator and run defensive schemes against a defense that's set up by them, that's completely auto generated. They don't know what kind of formations are coming. They can look at reads, they can look at all this stuff, and when they throw the ball, they can throw the ball to the receiver. It hit the screen or whatever, and if it hits the screen in any area, that counts as a catch. That's what I would do, and I'm quite sure the NFL they got enough money to come up with that, with some kind of software to where you're in a room and you're looking around. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You're throwing the ball, the trajectory to the ball, and all that, in accordance to who's going across. You can see it, and it should be 360. And you can gauge off that. That's what I feel. Because just like me, you said, these stationary objects and controlled environment, and they got little orange cones knowing where the brake's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They can calculate for all that stuff. Shit, Meech can get out there and throw for 120, no problem. No problem. You know what I'm saying? And Meech, because of his
there we go. Bring it up.
He ain't going. Now he may not be able to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because the VA ain't gonna allow it. You know what I'm saying? The VA ain't gonna allow it. but he go out there, he can get it in. He can throw for 350. Christian, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, to be honest, man, I'm not even really big on the combine, man. I'm not even big on it because of everything that we're talking about. You know, it's cool to watch. Some people watching, they get entertained by it. The thing I really truly like about the combine is not what everybody else talks about. I love seeing those big ass linemen run that 40, and them boys are freaking running. Them big ass boys are running, man. Them 300 pounders, man. They running 4.9s, 5.0s, 5.1s at 300 pounds, 6'6". I mean, that's the thing to watch. I expect somebody, like Devontae, Devontae to run, sub 4.5s and stuff like that. I mean, that's what you want. That's what you expect. But to see them big ass linemen, man, them jokers running down that field, man. Shit.
Them big motherfuckers be chugga-lugging down that
That's the only thing I really like to watch.
Yeah. When I think about the combine, I think I always revert back to the military. It's a controlled environment. Like when we go to the range, to shoot. That's a controlled environment. I mean, you see people taking their LB, they taking their stuff off, they get comfortable down there in the prone, shooting at a stationary target, and they've been up there so many times, they know what target coming up, how long it's gonna be up, they know everything. So that's how the combine it's a controlled environment. How you gonna do when you got, like you said, you got real bullets flying at you, you got people coming at you, edge rushers coming at you. How you gonna do in that type of situation? Because the combine, like I said, it's controlled, so when they're gonna break when the route's gonna break, where you gotta throw the ball at, everything. So
hey, look here, like you said, in true combat, that low ready, man, you better have that weapon up. We ain't got time for you. You better have that weapon up and ready. Somebody, hey, you're flagging him. Well, he in the way. He better get out of our way. Ain't nobody worried about him. Hey, that's why there's a thing called friendly fire. They talking about, hey, you gotta have this on, and all this stuff gotta be M-New. Right? Remember M-New back in the day?
Yeah, bro, we had to have everything black.
You think the M-New care about if that stuff M-New? M-New don't care about that. Look, we need to go ahead and throw that ball down range and get it popping, man. We ain't got time for all this stuff.
We ain't got time for that. We ain't got
that M-New. With that M-New was only for them parades.
Yeah.
Hey, stuff them LCEs. We got down stuff some paper towels and some
paper towels, a little
newspaper. Yeah, and get that M-New and make that gold black. I want to see it black. Shit, that on parade times.
Yeah,
but
we say TC week, baby.
Yeah,
TC week. What they know about TC week?
They don't know that about it. But you got, you got the combine. Like I said, the combine really isn't my thing to watch. I mean, I keep up with it just because, you see what's going on. But, that's why you have other events like, the NFL pro days and stuff like that you have. That's a better showcase of talent when you got those guys doing stuff like that in the individual workouts. The combine, man, they just trying to see who run the fastest 40.
It's that and see who has endurance. That's all it is. Because I was watching one of those drills where they got like the circle on the top and with the bag on each side. They just want to see, for those edge rushers, how are you gonna be able to come underneath on if someone's blocking you? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like it's just an agility thing. That's all it is to me. That's the whole thing is just agility. But shit, you can do that. You can do that in the backyard. Yeah, you ain't gotta fly me out, and you ain't gotta fly me out, dude. Hey, I can record it with a ring camera. You can say everything I need to do for then. I can send it in. You can time on right there.
I can see your private. I can see you a tape. You can watch the CD. You can watch the tape board. Right. Man, you can see all that. Like me said, the best part of the combine is watching them big boys haul ass down that field, man. That's the best part of the combine. And they be moving. The boys be moving.
And we do kind of want to see if someone's gonna, like if you're a wide receiver, how fast are they? How fast is a wide receiver? Is he a true 4.2? Is he a true 4? I want to see it. So them cats would be like 4.30, like, oh, but you ain't no 4.2 speed, baby.
Hey, what was that boy name who said he was gonna break Worthy's record? What was his name?
I don't some crazy boy.
But guess what? He ain't come nowhere close.
He ain't come close, bro.
Close to that thing.
He didn't come close. So he's gonna break Worthy's record.
I feel like that may have been some clickbait. Oh, okay. Hey,
somebody said, hey,
hey, on the spot, baby.
45, baby. It's a 45, baby.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I might stretch a little bit more. I might get you a 4-4. I might get you a 4-4.
A 4-4?
I ain't ran a long time, man. The way my disability set up, we'll never know.
Hey. Shit, a 4-4? Shit.
Yeah, I get you about a 4-4, man. Hey, that's like what Cat Williams said he can run
a 4.38.
Cat Williams said he can run that 5 second. He did it. Hey,
He did that. He was moving too, hair flying back. That boy was
If Cat Williams ran a 5, I can get you a 4-4. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Anybody who run like this, they gonna get you a 6 something. Anybody who run like this, 1, they goofy. 2, they uncoordinated, and 3, they gonna run you about a 6.
Hey man, I remember, man. Hey, I remember being out there with that formation, man. And I'm the first time out there. And you got to keep up with them. Them young boys think they go, overtake you. I used to take them out to that goddamn track. Let's do these laps, baby. I'm gonna show you what you ain't got.
Yeah. Now you may get me on speed, but you ain't gonna run as long as me. I can tell you that right now. My pride ain't gonna let it happen. Okay, pride ain't gonna let it happen. I used to tell them two things I ain't never seen was a turtle with speed and a private I can't beat. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, that's like because that's something that you got that. I guess Noah Lyles is supposed to race your boy Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
was he?
They're supposed to race.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill fast, man.
Huh?
Tyreek fast.
Yeah, Tyreek fast, bro. He fast, bro.
I mean, if he beat Noah Lyles, Noah Lyles Olympic champion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing with Tyreek is he trains for the 40. These boys training for the 100. They gonna come get you in the back end. That's why you saying
no. Tyreek used to run. Tyreek used to run. He didn't just run. Yeah,
I know, but remember when he was challenging Usain Bolt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you saying like, look, I don't run the 40, I run the 100. I'm gonna come pick you up in the back end.
I'm gonna pick you up on the back end.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get you down there. I'm gonna get you down there.
They had to come with a neutral zone somewhere between 40 and 100. Because like I said, if I get running the 40, Tyreek probably gonna get him in the 40 because Tyreek gonna take off quick, and the rest of them guys they start off kind of slow, then they pick it up, and then they suck you down at the back end.
Meech, and why they be so serious too? Like,
you gotta be focused, man.
You gotta be focused, bro.
You gotta be focused.
I don't get him. I can tell you right now, Christian.
What you running, Christian? What's your 40 time right now?
Yeah, right now. You know what I'm saying? Out the blocks.
Out the blocks right now, yeah.
Get out the bed.
Get out the bed, go put your shoes on. What's your 40 right now?
Hey, Christian, I'm gonna tell you right now, Sally and Duke, they 40 time is 911 because that's who you gonna have to call. They got that ambulance. Right. You gonna have to call the ambulance, pick them up.
Right. When they say, bah, I'm like,
That's their 40 time is 911.
That's big. Mine is 911.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my 40, I might get you a 620, 6'2", 6'28. Somewhere around there.
I'm gonna tell you. I know last summer, when we get older, we still think we got that speed. I still got it. I remember last summer, man, I called my son out. My son, he was 19, bro. I called him out. I was like, come on, I think I got you. No, it wasn't even close, bro. He dusted me off. I was all out of breath. I was like, woohoo! Yeah, that's it for me. I'm done.
Hey, I'm out of breath going up a flight of steps. I can tell you that right
No,
now.
man. My two youngest, man, them jokers, man. I still whoop them. I whoop them. Let's go. Street light, baby. I'm gonna whoop you.
Hey, for all those out there, you knew the street light. Hey, that was your 100.
That was
street
it.
Light, the street right. That was a 100-yard dash, baby. You know that. If you, street light. Hey, all the girls get down there.
Yep.
Get
on the line. Get on the line. Throw the line,
and when I go past it, they're gonna say, "Ooh," that's all they're gonna say. Ooh, that's right.
Ooh, we had to be fast anyways, because the street light, That street light came on, and you went in the crib.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
One
You
and done.
ready
You
to hurry up
asked
and get home?
you was gone. So we
Yeah,
trained.
man.
That's what we trained for the street light. The street light. We trained for that.
Yeah, that was it.
Christian said, I
Mhm.
still walk and run to keep myself looking. Hey, you got to, you got to do that.
I look
Okay.
good. Period. I ain't got to run and walk. Do that. I wake up in greatness every day. Every day.
Okay, so as as the years gone, they added new stuff to the combine. They always add stuff every year as the years have gone since it started. So how has the importance of the combine changed over the years, Meech?
So the importance to me, once again, I have the same premise that the importance of the combine hasn't really changed because of the environment that you're doing. And however, the point I wanted to make on this is the more important thing is to see the genetics of humans, the physiological changes in humans over time. So if you look at, when those guys was coming out of college 40 years ago, versus guys that are coming out now, you got 330-pound linemen running 4.9s in the 40. They weren't doing that back then. You know what I mean? The average weight of offensive line, a defensive line has changed by 50 pounds. You know what I mean? Over time. So, and they're gaining, people are gaining height, people are gaining weight, muscle, but they're still increasing their speed. You know what I mean? So anytime, and to go off the subject a little bit, this is why you can't really compare, different generations and different eras, whether that be football, whether that be basketball. You can't compare somebody playing in the 60s to somebody playing now, because the crappiest person playing right now will destroy somebody playing, basketball in the 60s and stuff like that. So it's not the importance of the combine changing. I think the physiological changes of human beings is being showcased every year we do the combine.
Yeah, and even like first off, what's going on, Rod? Christian has a good point. You know what I'm saying? The medicine and stuff, all that stuff's different because back in the day, they just had to put some ice on it. You know what I'm saying? Put some ice on it, maybe a little bit of Motrin or Tylenol here and there, but that's about it. But now these boys are getting shot up. They got the compression, cold packs and all this other stuff. So I mean, the importance of the combine, I just feel like it's important for those who aren't as relevant as someone who's as like the heavy hitters. And when I say the heavy hitters, like the majority of the first rounders, you know what I'm saying? The Carters, the Sanders and them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes a difference for them, but it's important to try to see if the person has the endurance, I guess, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And see how they are mentally. But I mean, just like you said, like the biggest thing that anyone ever gets out of it at the end of the day, and that the only thing that people talk about is a 40. That's the only thing. I've never heard anybody talk like marvel over anything that anyone else did outside of the 40. I maybe they do, but I've never seen it.
It's two, in my opinion, it's two things. Obviously, the 40 is the most common thing, but you also hear the bench press, and you can see that as well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
they're doing them reps on the bench, so that's number two.
Yeah. I mean,
some boy broke the record this year, didn't he? Somebody broke the record.
For many reps. I think it was for the reps he did, right?
Yeah. So
today? I mean, this year?
No. Yeah, someone broke it.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I know the shit. The other time was I mean, that record's been out there for a while. I think he did like 51 reps or something. Say what?
That's crazy.
But not even like they talking about medicine and stuff like that. Not even that. Like Christian, Rod talking about MRIs. We get it. I get what y'all are saying, but I just mean the pure genetics of human beings and the evolution of human beings over time. Before, you don't even have to have an NFL combine to do this. You know what I mean? You can see how, kids are developing a lot earlier. Girls are developing a lot earlier. You look at, they've been running a marathon for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. You know what I mean? They've been running them. They just now got a sub 2 hour time in a marathon. That means a human being ran 26.2 miles in less than 2 hours. And if you're not a sports fan or something, I don't think you can really fathom how fast that is, man. That's less than 5 minute miles for 26 miles straight. So that's what I mean by the humans are changing. You know what I mean? People can't run a 5 minute mile, period. And these guys are doing this for 26 miles straight. And then he get in his car and go play pool or something like that. I mean, these jokers, this overall, the evolution of human beings, man, is phenomenal.
It's crazy. Me said run a 5 minute mile. Shit, I can barely run for 5 minutes, period. Like, period. Let alone a mile. I'm a good maybe a minute and change, and I'm gassed. You hear me?
It's just crazy that evolution. Like me said, the evolution of humans. That's like even with basketball. You know, back in the day, if you could dunk, you was back in the day. It was like, oh, you could. Now you got cats hitting their heads on the backboards and jumping over. It's just the evolution of the human. The way that genetics, like he said, it's just crazy. How they
it's in the McDonald's. It's in the McDonald's. It's in the Chick-fil-A. It's in all them fast food restaurants. That's what it is. That Chick-fil-A gonna get y'all hurt. I'm telling y'all right now. Trust me, think about it. Hey, Meeks, look, when you was in high school, how many kids had beards?
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah, like 40-year-old grown men.
Yeah,
especially the football players. Football players, they look like they should be in the league already. Some of these boys.
Yeah, but so that like Christian's talking about the guys from Kenya and stuff like that. Yeah, they do win the marathons. It's just the fact is always going to be a fact. It's just how they do, because they do this since 3 years old. They're running marathons and stuff like that since it's 3. That's a part of their culture. You know what I mean? And
they got to run to their neighbor house.
You running there, you chasing lions down, you running from lions, whatever you got to do to survive.
You got to run next door.
But that's what they do.
20, that's 19 right there.
Yeah. Then you have the Rod's talking about the food and drinks pumping these kids up, but not necessarily. So, if you're looking at kids nowadays, kids are bigger and stuff like that, but across the world holistically, I mean, the kids are just developing, crazily, man. That these guys are running faster and faster and faster. Just when you think somebody can't run fast enough, they break the mile record, they break the marathon record. I mean, it's just insane to watch, the human evolution.
Do you think, going back to what Christian said about them guys from Kenya, do you think the environment you grow up in has a part to do with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when I was in the Army, I had a buddy, a guy, when I was 11 Bravo, this guy was from Fiji, and he didn't wear shoes until he was 12 years old, bro. He didn't wear shoes until he was 12.
Feet look like that. I know his feet look like that.
He can walk 100 miles, his feet, no blisters, nothing. Yeah, so I was like, man, yeah. So you got cats like that. Their environment help with their genetics. It helps with them maturing fast. Like you said, these guys now, 9th grade, 8th grade, and they got full-grown beards, bro.
Full.
Like
beards thicker than mine.
Thicker than like this dude look like he about 20-something years old.
Hey,
it's the steroids.
I haven't cut my beard beginning of winter, and this is all I got.
Oh, damn.
This is all I got. That's right. Beginning of winter, this is all I got. Nothing more.
Damn.
Well, hold up now. Wait a minute. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. No, mine's still growing, man. I cut mine, every couple of weeks.
God, he got his own man going on.
I cut mine every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So what if you didn't cut it? How long? Would it be? Does it grow out or does it grow?
Oh yeah, my shit will just keep on.
Yeah, hey, before I cut my joint, when I first let it grow, my joint was big.
Yeah, I'm just not big on it. Them big ass beards. That ain't my thing no more.
I kept getting
that fecal matter be up in there.
I kept getting food and shit stuck up in my beard. I gotta turn this thing down a little bit.
Hey, you walk around holding snacks in your beard. You eat them late night snacks. Let me get this piece of barbecue here.
Of course, you say
the barbecue turning to beef jerky.
That's why we have an obesity epidemic problem in this country.
Other countries are helping. Yeah, like I think the U.S. is the biggest, is most overweight country in the
Yeah,
world.
we are. Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Yeah, we're the biggest country out there.
Hey, but you got to think about the irony too, man. And this, Rod, Christian, whoever in there, chime in on this, man. But this is a fact. I'm coming with the facts. America is the biggest country. I mean, the goddamn waistline is growing and growing and growing, right? But we have the most gyms. We have the most people subscribing to nutritional medicine, GNC supplement. We sell the most supplements. We sell the most gym memberships. We have all of the we spending all this money for all of this health stuff. We still the biggest. We dying. And you can see this once again scientifically. If you have somebody from America die, and you have somebody from a third world country that dies, and you put them two side by side, the American body will stay around, and it'll deteriorate a lot slower because of all the preservatives and stuff like that that's in your body. You know what I mean? Versus the other countries, like y'all saying, they eat pure foods, raw foods and stuff like that, and they don't have all those preservatives and all the shit that's poisoning us, man. Our food, a lot of the foods that we eat in America are actually banned in other countries. You know what I mean? The dyes that we use, the chemicals that we use, they're banned in other countries. They don't even sell some of the foods. Like if you go to Japan, they don't even allow our foods in their country at all. That should be telling you how bad it is, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's why every time I go to another country, I can go to McDonald's here, go to McDonald's in another country, and you can tell the taste in the food how different it is.
Yeah,
but they don't put all that extra.
And the portion size is smaller too.
Yeah,
the portion size. I know you go to. This is just me. I know this for a fact, but you can go to downtown Itaewon in Korea and go to McDonald's, and that burger is about the size of a silver dollar, and they charge the same price. So, and they talking about that's a whole lot of food. Like, no, it ain't. But you get something here, boy. The first thing motherfuckers like I'm gonna say is that's all we get. Yeah,
and then they want a triple. Give me the triple burger. Give me the triple.
With a diet.
That might be a McDonald's, but I know goddamn well you go to that Korean barbecue in Itaewon, and shit, that's all you need over there. Yes, Lord, Lord, and I'm right there. Turn my grill on, please. Turn my grill on. I ain't eat all day. I'm gonna tell you, all I'm doing is drinking water all day to keep my stomach big because I'm coming here I'm trying to put you out of business.
I'm gonna tell you right now, hey, if you go to Korea, you go to Camp Casey down in the field, I can tell you right now, they're gonna have them slaw dogs ready for you, okay? They're gonna have them lined up ready. They're gonna have them chicken on the sticks in abundance. Try it. All you gotta do is mom, let me get four. Okay, cool. Here you go. You want paw? You want paw? Yeah, I want paw. I want paw. I want paw. Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. But you're right. I mean, the food is different, and it takes a toll on you. So after watching the combine, those who watched it, those who just looked at the highlights or whatever, do you think any players, and if so, raised or lowered their stock draft because of the combine, outlook?
To be honest, like I can't. Oh, go ahead, Mace.
Oh, definitely, man. You got I really follow college football, and we said this on the other thing that I know y'all don't watch it as much, but I follow college football because I'm a Hurricane fan through and through. But and that the draft stock really rises on these players that I'm talking about. That's why it's so interesting to me. You got the offensive linemen and stuff like that. They really have a chance to raise their draft stock, and you have those big guys, the Oregon guys, the Oregon State, Joshua Gray, John Connolly. You got Jared Wilson. Those guys are really raising their draft stock. Whereas Agenti, the running back from Boise State, we know he could do. He's going where he's going, so he ain't really doing anything. But those big offensive linemen, those guys in the trenches, those are the guys that are raising their draft stock. It's a lot, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, like you said, Joshua Connolly, Joshua Gray. That's a lot of guys who raised their stock in the combine raised the stock in the draft because of their combine results. So then you got some that lost stock because they didn't perform so well. So I mean that's why it kind of ties back into the first question we asked about combine, if it could why some people skip the combine, because like I said, some people just don't want to don't want to hurt their draft stack. They don't want to hurt their draft stock, so they just forego the activities of the company. They show up, they just forego the activities. They don't want their draft stock to plummet because they had a bad day, which can happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation. I know. I seen it a little bit. I didn't really get too much on it, but I guess it was a situation where I guess Shador had an interview or something. They talking about his dad or something like that. Anybody got any light on that?
I think what they asked him, something to the extent of, God dang. I saw the interview. I saw the interview, and Shador was saying something about how, he doesn't understand why they think that he can't be an elite quarterback on an NFL level. He's like, I went to two colleges, changed the culture of one college, performed well, went to another college, a more prestigious college, did the same thing. So why do you think I can't do that on an NFL level? Well, Shador, I'm not saying he can't. Let me start off by saying that I am in no way, shape, or form saying that he can. I will say this: it is a different world out there in the NFL. You don't have teenagers coming at you now. You got grown ass men that's been in the league 10, 9, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And now you're just now coming into a whole new set of schemes, a whole new set of avenues, a whole new set of play callers. Everything's different. Yes, it's different from one college to another college, but this is the big stage. That's like saying, yeah, I can play, 8-ball good down at the pool hall. But when I get to a tournament and I get these pros out here, I may not be able to get a shot. So we're not saying that you can't, Shador. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying, well, at least I'm saying that when you start going up against these grown men, it could be a completely different story. James Winston thought he could do it too. You see where his ass at. Just saying. Jimmy G said he could do it too. You see where his ass at. You know what I'm saying? Tua thought he was a man. You see what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, squirrel. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, just saying, man. Shador, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it's a good possibility. Like all the chips are stacked against you in the NFL once you get in the league. You have to prove that you can do it now. Not saying that you can't. I'm saying it's harder for you to do it. That's all.
Do you guys think that well, like Shador, he got all these? I mean, even we can even discuss this. I know it's way off topic. This whole LeBron situation just happened with him and Stephen A. Smith. Do you think that these kids have so much pressure on them to perform well that is just sometimes it just overwhelms them? Like Bronny, you got Shador because his dad was Dion. That's a lot of pressure. Do you think that do you think that like Shador, you think he can handle the pressure of living up to his dad's reputation?
Yeah. The thing with Shador is that that came out is they're trying to say that the way that he answered those questions, that he's brash and arrogant and all of that type of stuff. Now that's the controversy with Shador, saying that he's arrogant. And I mean, like, to me, it's so stupid because I'm always like, what do you want them to say? I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I'm gonna be good. Like, what do you want them to say? Of course, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they tried to do that to Tiger Woods when he was coming out his first professional tournament. He said that I'm coming out to win. And the guy was trying to say he was arrogant and, oh, you're a rookie. This your first professional tournament. You should be more humble than that and all that. They tried to do that to you. Y'all saw the interview with Venus and Serena when they was kids, and the guy, was dragging them, and then the old daddy came in there and stepped and tore his ass up. That's what he's supposed to, like, I don't get, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to perform? Like, you're supposed to be looking down at the ground and shit. What do you want me to say? Shit. If I'm a first line, hell yeah, my unit better than yours. Like, what do you want me to say? No, my unit third best in the battalion. My unit number one. We're number one. I don't care who you are. That's how I'm supposed. That's how you're supposed to talk.
Yeah. So how are you gonna call that arrogance? He just got confidence. I mean, that's how he's supposed to answer the question. He's not supposed to downplay himself. Like, nah, I don't know if I can make it. But I mean, I
hope I do good.
Yeah,
sometimes people confuse people a lot of times can confuse somebody's confidence with their insecurities, with their own insecurities. And that's what the problem comes in. Because if you have two confident people, Cam Ward can say it and Shador talking to each other, they're both confident guys. They don't see now one of them as being arrogant. They see themselves as being confident in their skills. So when you have, people that can't do something, it's easy to critique and call something arrogant and all of this type of stuff. If they got the skills to back it up, fuck, I love it. It's just like when them Hurricanes with Jimmy Johnson was down there, they were scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring, and everybody dancing in the end zone and all of this stuff. And they was like, we need to stop him from dancing. Well, Jimmy Jones said, you want him to stop dancing, don't let him in the end zone.
There you go.
That's right.
That's the same thing with them. But hey, you want Shador to stop, sack his ass, put that goddamn helmet in his face or in his chest, and stop him from scoring. But until then, I mean, he's proven himself. I don't get it.
Time and time again. I don't get it either. I don't get it.
I don't get it, man.
You want the man to sit back and be like, I should be okay. But if I go out there, I'm gonna do my best. Nah, do your best. No. You come because you scared. You come. Hey, come over here with me.
Yeah.
Find
some fun. Yeah, then that's gonna answering the question like that would definitely probably drop your draft stock. Because they like this guy ain't got confidence in himself. So why we want a person like that in our locker room, leading our locker room? Yeah.
That's how I live my life, man. You can't please everybody, so I'm not even gonna try. Hey, I'm just me. Wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you talk down, you know what I mean. People go talk about you when you're down. People go talk about you when you up. Shit, hey, do you and prove them wrong on the field? That's all you got to do. Shut them up.
Indeed.
That's just like my boy Jalen. That's what Jalen did. He said, "I'm gonna prove them wrong on the field."
Yeah. But look at him. Look at him. I mean, he's up, but they still saying that he's not an elite quarterback and all that. So you can't do it. He got more goddamn Super Bowl appearances and championships than every quarterback they talking about combined. You know what I mean? And all those guys are good. You know what I'm saying? But then what they'll do is they don't do this for Tom Brady because there's been a couple Super Bowls where Tom Brady has played trash. You know what I'm saying? But it was that defense that he had, you know what I mean? That outstanding defense that he had that brought him through. But they don't do that to him. You know what I'm saying? But you get Jalen on here and he do it. Oh, he won't doing it. Goddamn. It was the defense that the number one motherfucker. The defense that scored them points aside from Coop. He's the only one that scored on the defense. So take away 6 points from him. You still got 34 points that Jalen facilitated on himself. I don't get it. I don't get it.
But I said it. I said if they're gonna go in, if we win, the first thing they're gonna say, well, did he win it or did the defense win it? I said it. I said it on the show. My hand to God. If we can go back and look at one or two shows before the Super Bowl, and you'll see I said it. But I don't get it. I'm like y'all. Like Shador, he's a good QB. Which way will he go as far as the draft picks? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done, he'll be out there. And after that, just prove all the haters wrong, bro. Just prove them wrong.
That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. Because you're gonna have them. They're gonna be there. They always gonna be there.
But to your question, as far as like their parents and stuff like that, like some of that stuff though, it kind of comes with the territory. I hate to say it like that, but if your daddy good, people gonna want you to be good. Why? Because they think your daddy didn't coach you up to be just like him. You know what I'm saying? If my dad was a good recruiter, then and I come and I'm recruiting, they gonna think, well, what your dad teach you? You should be just like your daddy. So I get and I understand why people say that because they want to see if you're part of your father, you're part of your parents. But at the same time, I'm not my dad. I'm me. Michael Jordan's son, he was halfway decent. He wasn't. They say he was somewhat good, but not as good as him.
No, Michael Jordan's sons was trash. Let's be honest.
I know this. I know this. They were super trash.
Yeah, they was trash. That's why he just got arrested for smoking coke and all of this type of stuff. He was blowing down. He got down. Yeah. Jordan's son, he just went to jail for.
He got a DUI.
The one that was with Scottie Pippen, old lady. Yeah. Jordan's kids won't good. I don't care what you say. They won't good.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it was trash to me too. I'm just saying what people were saying. You know what I'm saying?
They won't good. Nobody called him good.
Put him in the limelight. He was trash.
Nobody ever called him good. Nobody called Jordan's kids good.
So, but in that type of situation, when you got your kid in the league and you're a big name, like just like I say, the whole LeBron situation with Bronny and Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith said when LeBron came to him and approached him at the game like that, he said he didn't come to me as a player. He came to me
Came to
as
me as a
a
dad.
father.
Mm-hmm.
He approached me as a father because I guess he was talking about about his son, how how LeBron made all that stuff happen, brought him in the league. So I'm playing for him. I'm gonna play with my son and all that. So when it comes to that, do you think your parental instincts takes over and you jump on somebody because they're jumping on your son, or do you think LeBron didn't really think about what Steve Smith was saying as far as Bronny's playing and how is he playing? Because he was trashing
I
him about his
think
playing time.
I think LeBron went to it like as a father, like Stephen A said, and I felt like LeBron let his emotions take over because yeah, I have a son, but my son's also a grown ass man. He should be able to defend himself. Pop, you ain't gotta speak for me. I know if it was my dad and someone talking shit about me, my dad's gonna say, "Yo, so and so son, was you need to go handle that as a man. You need to go handle that, and I'll go handle it." That's what my dad would do. Now, LeBron being a father, I understand. You know what I'm saying he's protective of his sons, but at some point in time, LeBron, you're not gonna be there to defend him. So I understand. You know what I'm saying him being upset, but to go out saying I take shits bigger than you, like now you're making it a personal thing. Stephen A is talking about it on a sports media
Mm-hmm.
outlook. That's how he's looking at it. And he doubled down. He said, "And Bob, when it's all said and done, you can think what you want, but your son lays more bricks in the Sears Tower." He said, so I understand him being mad, but you just mad. And he's like, he's not ready. He's not. And
He
if he
wasn't ready.
was ready, he would be starting.
Yeah, he
You wouldn't have
wasn't ready.
drafted him and put him in the G League as soon as you got drafted. Like you wouldn't have done that if he was ready. He'd be playing for a team. Most of the people who got drafted with Bronny, they're playing. They're not just they're actually playing. So Bronny, he's not playing like that. So I mean, I understand Stephen A. I just feel like LeBron I feel like he took a little bit too far. Like you approaching a man about his opinion about his job.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people talk to you about your job all day. You don't, but you're coming after him. Mainly because he's the biggest media outlet out there, but you're coming at him. I've not seen LeBron say anything to anybody else about what they said about his son. And you just focusing your attention solely on Stephen A. I focus your attention to everybody then. Why are you just giving it to me? That's what I look at. That's how I look at it.
How
He
you
was
looking
right there.
Huh?
I said he focused on Stephen A because he was right there. Most of them keyboard warriors and they talking on LeBron, they weren't right there. I guarantee it, whoever was in his face, LeBron would get him. So I see it both sides of the fence as I do most things in life, right? Bronny, he's in the NBA. He's a public figure. You're gonna be subject to criticism. That's just what happens. Stephen A. is a pundit. That's his job to highlight the goods and the bads about people that are going on. You would never see Stephen A. mentioning. I think Bronny he was the 55th overall pick, right? People do not talk about 55th overall picks. They don't talk about 40th overall picks, right? But you have that name, Bronny James. So of course he's going to receive that attention, right? So I understand it from that point of view. However, I totally get LeBron point too. Goddamn it. Hey, cause my kid, you talking shit. Hey, I'm gonna get you first. That's what it is. And a lot of times, I ain't gonna say, I'ma still, let them see, let my kids see me operate and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell them they go no, but I want me a piece of blood too, and I'm gonna get you. Because a lot of people that are saying, LeBron took it too far. Some of those people never had somebody stand up for them, and it shows. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stand up for your kids. You're supposed to set your kids up. People don't say it in no other thing except for certain athletes. You don't say it for, Andy Reid's son playing, as a coach on the 40. I mean I'm talking about the Chiefs. You don't say this when any other coach set their sons up and they got them on their team. They never played in the NFL, but they're coaches in the NFL. It's called, y'all know this nepotism, right? You look at that. Nobody bats an eye. If a guy has a business, whatever business, real estate business, whatever it is, of course you want your kids to run that freaking business. That's what you're supposed to do. If I'm a plumber and I have a plumbing business, of course I want my kids to run that freaking plumbing business and carry on my name. That's what you do. You set your kids up for success. So anybody criticizing LeBron for what he did, I want my kid to play with me. What are you supposed to do? That's what you're supposed. That's good parenting. That's what I understand. But then on the flip side, if he didn't take care of his son, if he didn't do it, that's why LeVar Ball, I don't get none of that stuff. Deion Sanders, I don't get none of the hatred towards these guys for trying to set their kids up for success. I just don't get it, because but they love the highlight on draft night. Oh, he was a fatherless kid and all this stuff. They love to highlight that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the mom and the dad there and they raise the kid in a good environment, now it's crickets. You know what I'm saying? So both sides, I understand both sides. Stephen A. doing his job and LeBron doing his job as a parent. But all I want to say is, man, 5 years, $100 million is absurd. $5 million is absurd. Hey. I don't care what you're talking about.
Him and Kirk Cousins got the same agent. Got to.
Got to. But no, I can't even say that. I can't say they got the same agent, because Kirk Cousins has been swindling people. You know what I mean? He gets all of the guaranteed money and he swindles you. Stephen A. If you, he's one of the first names you think about when you think about ESPN. I mean, it's just a fact of the matter. So he does bring value to it. Everybody doesn't appreciate what he says and stuff like this, but you're not mentioning if you say ESPN, you're not talking about Hannah Storm anymore. You're not talking about a lot of these other people on ESPN. Stephen A. is the guy. He's bringing money to it. So knowing your worth and doing all this stuff, I get both sides of that as well. I don't understand it, but hey, get your money, man. Get your money.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Get your bread, Stephen A. Hey, Stephen A. Hey, you're more than welcome, brother. Come on the show and talk to us. You're more than welcome. I'm going to make this a sound bite and I'm going to clip it and send it to you. I'm going to find out who your agent is. I'm going to send it to you. Now, you said all you got to do is hit me up.
That's what he said.
I'll be more than happy to go on any show. That's what you said.
Hey,
so guess what? We're going to challenge you, Stephen A. We're challenging you.
He said LeVar Ball been quiet. He ain't been quiet. He did what he set out to do. He wanted all of his sons to be, professional. He got 2 of them in. Jello, he was in for a little bit. He didn't do the stuff. Then now he making records and doing all this stuff. So all of his guys are all of his kids are multi-millionaires. He can be quiet. Shit.
Yeah, he just got his foot amputated. So he
that's what I say. He gotta be quiet. He's running around this joker like Kunta Kinte right now. So he gotta heal up.
He got his foot amputated?
Yeah, he got the business. He got the sugars.
Amputated. They took his foot off. He got his foot amputated.
He had the sugars. And when you get the sugars, man, you get one little thing. It can start with a hangnail. And if you don't take care of it, man, they taking the toe first and then they taking the whole foot. Yeah, he just got shot out a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Took his whole foot off. Okay. But he's still doing his thing. He's still chucking and laughing and everything. But hey.
Yeah. But that's what you're supposed to do, man. I'll fight anybody, man, that talks about LeVar Ball doing too much, LeBron James doing too much, and all of this stuff, man. You'd be crazy not to fight for your own kids, man. You want to set them up for success. I don't care if my kid is shitty. I'm still gonna want him to be successful. Period. I mean, what else?
I'm not saying he shouldn't have addressed him. He definitely should have said something. But I'm saying to get so personal, like my shits cost more than you, and like now you taking it to me. You just take.
I didn't hear him. He didn't say all of that. Now,
no, he did. He said. Stephen A. said on this thing. He said, "Yeah, he's talking about my shits are bigger than you." Blah blah. Like now you taking a little bit too far, LeBron. Like,
sometimes you got to. Goddamn, you go. You go. No, I go to hell. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm gonna unleash Meechie magic on your ass. You fucking goddamn one of mine. I'm gonna unleash Meechie magic on you. I'm telling you that now. It ain't a threat. It's a promise. I promise you. I'm going to the bottom level. You go low to me. You cut me low. I'm going to the basement. Me and Sid gonna be sitting side by side, baby. I'm telling you right now, you mess with one of the people in my circle, hell have no wrath. I am coming for you the same way. Period. I would have been like this. I'm sorry. Oh man.
Oh man.
No, that's why people feel that they can be, they can speak out of turn and be disrespectful and all this because ain't nobody checking them like they supposed to be checking them. So, hey, it is what it is. No.
Exactly, Rod. That's what I'm saying. He checked them at the wrong time.
No, it was never a wrong time.
Checking them is cool. I have no problem with checking them. But
never a wrong time.
No, like in that manner. He could have checked him, but not like that. You could have took him if you wanted to say you a piece of shit. Okay, you take it back and y'all go in the back or whatever, and you can get on. You know what I'm saying? We can take it back there. But we're two public figures.
No.
We're two public figures.
No, the offense was public. What Stephen A. was saying.
But what did he say?
I'm not going into the back.
He just said he wanted to go. He wanted to go ball player.
No, Stephen A. said you got my number. You could have called me. Hell no. What you did, America heard you say that. Talk about my kid. I'm telling you. Hey, I'm the same way. If you show out in public, I'm gonna show in public. Goddamn, they used to be like, "Oh, don't correct NCOs in public." No, you showing out in public. You showing out in front of these privates in public. I'm gonna check you. That grenade going off in public. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No,
I'm not. Again, I'm not saying he should have said nothing to him on the side. He should have, but I'm saying some of the words that he said. Because Stephen A. was. I'm talking about his play. I'm not saying he's a piece of shit. I'm not saying Bronny's is a punk bitch. I'm not saying that. I'm saying his play. So if you're gonna check me about what I said about his play. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to take it there, then we can go over here and we talk about that over here. Because trust and believe, I don't care what no one fucking say. If you talk shit to me, I don't give a fuck who you are, what you got to say. I'm a cool dude. I am a cool dude. But if you ever take me there, there is no turning back. It ain't no. Let's talk about. We ain't talking.
That's what I'm saying. If you got one of them coaches' parents, one of the coaches, your girl like that dude playing, and one of the opposing coaches or something, you know what I'm saying, just talking cash money. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think you're gonna be able to do. Hey, I'm a calm guy too. For you get me there, but once you get me there, goddamn, it's hard to turn it off.
Yes. No, it ain't no turning it off.
It ain't no turning it off. Hey, one of them coaches out there talking about your little girl like that. Why, she calling her all that, whatever he wanted to say. That's what he wanted to say. Now I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Now again, if the coach out there calling her out her name and all that dumb bit, okay, yeah. At that point, it ain't no talking. It's about action. It's about action.
Even that was just doing his job. He was just doing his job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's doing his job.
And did he say anything that was not true? He didn't say nothing that wasn't true. He didn't say nothing that wasn't true. He was just. I
understand both sides. Both of them get a go from me. Both of them, because like I said, Bronny ain't the guy. I get that he doesn't play good. I get that. Stephen A. talks about Kevin Durant the same way. You know what I mean? When Kevin Durant ain't playing good, he talks about him the same way. His job, he's a pundit. That's what he does. So I understand, the criticism that he's talking about. But I understand LeBron being a dad too, period. I don't care what it is. Yeah.
Well, hey, fellas. Hey, y'all know how we do it, fans. It's 3 minutes past the hour. We try to be on time with our podcast. But final closing. What you got for the fans? What you got for these fans? What you got for our fans, Meech?
Hey, they talking about some. Rod said he should have checked him after the game. No, because Stephen A. could have been on the plane after the game. I might not have saw him after the game. That's the definition of on site. I don't care what people talk about. Oh, this is on site. When I see you, it's on. That's on site. I'm not doing this after the game. On site.
Nah, but so for me, man, look here. If you're out there, man, look, we are 23 subscribers away from hitting that 500 mark. Come on with the come on.
Next to the
get down with the get down. Let's go. We need to get y'all up in here, man. We need to get y'all on the show. Next show, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some. If anybody knows any female coaches, man, hit us up. hit us up with any female coaches. I got a topic I want to talk about, but this is specifically for female coaches. That's it, just female coaches. So if you don't need any female coaches out there, you know what I'm saying, rather it be softball, tennis, basketball, football, shit. I don't care. If you are a football coach, a female football coach, have them hit us up. Find us on any of our socials. I got a topic I kind of want to talk about next week. We'll see. But other than that, man, like I said, we need more. We need 23 more. We need that 500 mark, man. Let's get it.
There y'all go. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get to that 500 mark. Let's get to that 500 mark, So we're trying to do our thing out here. What you got for the fans, Beach, before you take off?
Hey, peace, man. We love the support, man. See y'all next time. That's it. Y'all know what I say. Hey, 2 words, on site. He shouldn't have sat where he sat at. He shouldn't have sat that close to the court.
We say why you wasn't up in the suites like you normally are? Why you gotta come down here now?
Right. You sat at the court. Oh well. Yeah.
All right, man.
But we talk to y'all later. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. I'll let y'all.